That's the hood where I'm from. But it's bigger than that. We live on a planet, in a solar system, in a universe. Not just on a block. Be aware of that.
King 2, man. Enough for Compton history, man. Listen, man. Cosmic War 8, man. You already know what time it is, man. Top of the top. You know what time it is, man. Listen, man. It's going down. First of all, obviously we got the multiversal war. I'm saying we got what's going on right there. We got Cain the Conqueror. I'm saying in the mix now. Now he's at the top of the top now. I'm saying he's in there with the deities, cosmic entities. I'm saying he's up there. I'm saying, but the situation is a rise now. We got eternity now that understands the situation. I'm saying that Cain needs to get erased. I'm saying so. But nobody else knows about this. I'm saying so. Now we got a situation with Cain, and the situation is where his variance. Now, what I want to talk about is about his power source. Now, everybody, all his variants. When the multiversal war was happening, they was eliminating universes like it wasn't nothing. But he who remains, he was in the war also. But he ended up conquering Elias. And when he conquered Elias, he controlled the whole timeline. That was the difference. They opened up space and time, but he controlled the timeline. And he shut down all the other variants. Every variant, even the good variants and the bad variants, he shut down the whole everything. And created one timeline. And so obviously that was destroying universes, eternity's universes. And so we gotta understand what's going on here. Cain obviously is ultra powerful, but he's gonna need a team. This is what we're talking about Hyperion and Squadron Supreme. Now if this is the case right now with Hyperion, this man is like ultra powerful. I mean, like to the point where he's more powerful than the cosmic entities. I mean, he survived the incursion. I mean, so if you're telling me somebody that can survive incursions, somebody that can, it was a situation where it was going to be an incursion and his universe is going to be destroyed because it was going to crash into another universe. And so Hyperion literally held his universe with one hand. And the universe that was crashing into his universe, he held that universe with the other hand. This man was holding two universes apart. They said he held it for minutes. Held two universes apart. And then obviously he couldn't hold it for long. And then they destroyed each other. Two universes destroyed each other. And everybody in it. Both universes. And he survived. He survived an incursion. Cosmic entities don't survive incursions. The only person that survived the incursion was Galactus, and that's because he was made to survive one by merging with eternity. So this is real. This is real, man. It's a cosmic war. So telling me a person like this with this much power, he's not going to be, conquered and then controlled. He has to be convinced and believe in your cause. So if you're telling me that they're gonna work for Cain, that you're gonna tell me a person like this with this power is gonna work for Cain, that means that Cain convinced him to fight with him. Because you're not gonna just tell him, have him run around mindlessly. He comes from a whole nother universe. Obviously, if you put yourself in his shoes, you wanna know who did this. Who did this? Who destroyed his universe? And obviously, Cain's gonna have the answer. I know who did it. And if you help me, we can make it happen. And that's it. I mean, I think that'll be what it is. Now, you hear the rumors about him and Henry Cavill playing Hyperion. Now, I don't know if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the case, it'll be great. It'll be great. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that play out, but just having, you know what I'm saying, Hyperion and a Squadron Supreme in there, that's gonna show something that the heroes, everybody gotta be ultra powerful to deal with something like this. That's why you see what's going on with World War Hulk, all type of stuff, because people you get power levels, because you're talking Hyperion, and that's like, he's more powerful than Superman. I feel like he's more powerful. He held two universes from destroying each other. He survived incursions, so it's too much. Okay, so I mean, obviously, King the Conqueror. We got the links to Egypt already. Roman touch. Okay, so we just obviously going to see what's going on with that. How he came to Egypt, obviously, and became a god. And obviously, the other guys gonna have to find out about it. Like, what are you doing? You ain't no real god. And you're gonna see that type of situation where it's a war. I'm saying, so obviously Cain is going back in history trying to rewrite it. Okay, how he want to do it. So we're gonna see this, and the thing about it, we gotta understand is that Cain is trying to literally conquer universes manually. He's going to universes and he's conquering them. That's it. And if he can't conquer them, he's destroying them. And that's that. And so we have to understand these situations. That's it. And if we understand the situations, we understand understand the story. I'm saying, so we have a whole bunch of situations going on. We got obviously the Kree-Skull connection, and we're going to get into that because listen, if we doing a Squadron Supreme, we're gonna have the Super Scroll. We're gonna have the Super Scroll program in it because we're gonna have the scrolls that's Super Scrolls. Yeah, we have a Super Scroll inside the Squadron Supreme. So that could tie into the whole Kree-Skull movement that we got going on all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot to it, man. Obviously, the Squadron Supreme is not gonna be the same people from the comics. So we might have played people that we know that's going to be a part of that. Might be have variants of the multiverse. We might have Avengers that's part of the Squadron Supreme. You never know. Okay, this is real. It's a lot. I'm saying Eternity, it's a lot going on right now. Okay, and obviously we spoke about Noel and about him being woken up, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna wake him up. They're not gonna bring Noel in. Everybody just like, oh, okay. No, it's gonna be an event when Noel wakes up. Because the universe is gonna get started again. They're gonna have Celestial coming in his domain. You know what I'm saying? Create stars and galaxies, and Noel gonna get up, create that necklace sword, and it's on and popping again. You know what I'm saying? And now we got a big bad. You know what I'm saying? We've been already called it, but obviously Cain's gonna be the big bad here, and that's another thing. People just think Cain is the big bad, and then all of a sudden they think Dr. Doom's gonna just take his place as being the big bad. Like, what? You're not gonna bring Jonathan Majors in and tell him that he's the big bad, and then not have him go follow through with it. So it's like you're not gonna have somebody else be the big bad. Like everybody's just so caught up in Dr. Doom. Like, no, Dr. Doom's not the big bad here. He's just gonna be a villain. That's it. Part of the equation, but he's not gonna be the big bad. That's not happening. I'm saying? So now, I mean, obviously we just trying to get the rest of these entities in. I'm saying we want to get Lady Death in. We gotta get Lady Death in. And I was looking at something about Thor, where they changing up Thor's origin, and this is gonna fit right into the story. I mean, obviously, everything that's going on right now is MCU right now. I mean, even what's going on with the Eternals and the X-Men and the Deviants and Uranos, the Undying, all this stuff is going to come into play coming into the MCU. You know what I'm saying? The whole Eternals, mutants, X-Men drama. It's going to be a war. All that's coming. I mean, it's just they run these comic book stories and then they bring it right in. Uranos is Thanos' uncle. I'm saying, so he's been around. He was one of the first Eternals. He's millions of years old. I'm saying, he was in prison because I'm saying he wanted to destroy everything. I'm saying, he would destroy his methods. They wasn't jacking his methods. I'm saying, so he has an arsenal that's hooked up to his death, like a dead man switch. If he dies, everything is destroyed. So they had to protect their life. They had to protect their existence by putting him away. I'm saying, but now he's released because, you know, Druid is the new head of the Eternals, and he wants all genetic defects out of here, and And he's saying mutants are defects, and you want all mutants out of here. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the war. The war's on, and it's going to hit the MCU. Trust, it's hitting. It's going to hit. I'm saying, and I want to start covering these comics. This is a serious situation. I'm saying right now I'm dealing with the multiverse right now, but I'm definitely gonna get into that. I mean, as soon as I get some free time, I'm definitely getting into that to that whole situation with the Eternals and everything. Because I've been supposed to get into it. I called it. I just didn't follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we got Cestrials, we got Guardians and Galaxy 3 coming up, we got Black Panther 2 coming up, and we're gonna finish up phase 4. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we got Black Panther coming in, we don't have no deity coming in. We don't have no deity with it. We don't have Baz. Hopefully we have it. Hopefully we have Baz coming in that movie. I'm saying to see what's going on. To see what's really going on. It'll be live. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to see what's going on with phase 4. And Black Panther's gonna end it. So obviously we want to see what's going on with Black Panther, and we'll see everything. But as far as cosmic war, this is what it is. I mean, it's everything's going cosmic, everything. And so the fact that we're gonna have Nova in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and we're gonna see what's going on. Like I said, I believe Star-Lord. Nobody's talking about Star-Lord. I believe Star-Lord, he's ancestral. And you know, Ego told him that he would never have his power because if Ego dies. But that's not true. Ego been lying to him the whole time, trying to manipulate him the whole time. So anything Ego say, don't even worry about it. He was just trying to live right there. See? Remember, Star-Lord is never focused. Never. He's never focused. He's always joking, laughing, whatever. And one thing about Marvel, they tell you, focus. The top focus, you could elevate. And that's what happened. Star-Lord was only focused one time. One time. And at one time is when he saved Gamora. Gamora got a ship blown up by Nebula. And she was out there dying in space. This is another thing, how powerful Nebula is. I mean, she was in space, dying, but she didn't die yet. It took a while to drop, to kill her in space. So you know she's powerful. And so Star-Lord come out there, and obviously Star-Lord got the mask on where it protects him from space. And he didn't even know that. He didn't even need it. You know what I'm saying? This goes back to what I tell my people. You know what I'm saying? We don't need something. We got power. We don't even know we have it. We don't even know we have it. And that's what we need to understand. We have power. Everybody have a superpower. And that's what you gotta understand from that part. His father is a half-cestral. His father's ancestral. And so he's a half-cestral. He accessed that power because he was focused. He was focused on doing something. He was focused on saving her life. And he lived. It's plenty of times where something happened to us and we elevated. We did something that we couldn't produce. No different from this right here. Star-Lord was focused and he survived in space. I think Star-Lord's gonna get focused and he's gonna access his power, man, his ancestral power. I think so. You know, obviously we got high evolutionary. He's a cosmic being from Earth. So we're gonna this is real. Like he's a rare human that access being a cosmic being that went all the way. So we dealing with all of this. We dealing with all this. And high evolutionary links everybody, Galactus, everything. He got so big and powerful that obviously eternity has sent Galactus at high evolutionary. You just come into the cosmic world and just think you just do what you want to do? No. You try to shut him down. To take his planet. Didn't happen. High evolutionary fought him off. So this is what we got going on. We got high evolutionary, we got Adam Warlock. Obviously, Adam Warlock, he was supposed to be there for the Infinity Gauntlet. But obviously they didn't have him there in time. So now he's here for Secret Wars. So obviously they're gonna give Adam Warlock a big part, man. Big part. Now, think about it, are they going to connect him to High Evolutionary to the point where High Evolutionary knew him in his somewhere else? Or did High Evolutionary help her out in creating him? I'm saying? So it just makes it seem like the gold people just created him. So it's a lot. In the comics, that wasn't the case. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that, man. It's all coming together. The High Evolutionary, Adam Warlock. Then we got Thor and Love. So that's that situation. Thor is ultra powerful, and now he's running with somebody that got power, at the power of eternity. Okay, so we don't even know the extent of her power. We don't know what's going on there. Like, what can she actually do other than shoot beams out of her eyes? See, eternity gonna need all the help he can get, because this is serious. And once again, like I told you, eternity ain't great. He's not a great guy, but he's life bringing. We won't be able to survive without eternity. Or soul. The multiverse may be able to survive without eternity, but not right now. So Cain, what he's doing is destroying universes, destroying eternity's universes. Eternity want him out of here. And so it's going to be a lot. And so obviously the incursions is happening because the universes are being destroyed, or people are going through different universes, and reality is getting tore up to the point where things are happening. And so we're going to find out if that is actually the case. So we don't even know yet if that's the case. We're hearing from people that don't really understand the multiverse, because they wasn't old enough. So we're going to hear from Cain and see what's going on with the multiverse and why the incursions are happening. And then once we get that, then we understand what's going on. We know the situation. We know that we know why the war happened, because other variants wanted to conquer instead of being friends. We understand that he who remains, he conquered alive. So when he got killed, now we bring in the King the Conqueror variant. So I wonder if that King the Conqueror variant, did he conquer alive? If he did, then he's even more dangerous than he who remains. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. He got God power. He can do whatever. He can be wherever. He knows everything. So how could you fight somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? You have to have some type of variants, Cain variants on the other side. It's like, how are you gonna fight this guy? Okay, so that's the dilemma. Cain is gonna win a whole lot of battles, and like I don't even think I don't think they're gonna be able to kill him. I think that they're literally gonna have to convince him, to end this. Okay? And it's gonna be something bigger that they're gonna have to go against. That's why I believe that they can bring in the Beyonders now, because they're gonna have all the entities in. And they can bring in the Beyonders and have Cain and everybody else go against the Beyonders and do it like that. Okay, so it's a lot going on. They can do a whole lot of stuff here. Okay? A whole lot. Everything's up for the taking, man. I mean, we got Phase 6 coming. We don't got a lot of stuff they didn't give us. So, but we got Deadpool. We know Deadpool coming. We know Spider-Man's coming. Okay, so we know certain things is coming. We got Fantastic Four that we already know they're gonna be in every movie, like going forward in Phase 5. Now the question is, Dr. Doom, what's his role? Now we understand from Secret Wars that obviously him and Molecule Man defeated the Beyonders, and he accessed that power, became God Emperor Doom, and rest of history. Now I don't think that's gonna happen in this movie. I don't think he's gonna become God Emperor Doom. Now if he does, I mean, that's like the biggest thing of Secret Wars. So I mean, they have to make that happen. So the question is, if he does that, what's going on with Cain? Okay? Because immediately after he becomes God Emperor Doom, he becomes a big bad now. Okay? So that's what everybody's saying, because he becomes a big bad. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they'll have Cain become God Emperor Doom. Like a God Emperor. He access somebody's powers. I don't know. We're gonna see how it plays out. But I mean, Dr. Doom's coming. He's coming. Everything's coming. And then we got the Ironheart. We got her going with spells and machines. It's like, it's a different type of situation. And obviously Doom is going to be in that. We got situations, man. And we just need more cosmic situations. And this is a cosmic war. It ends here. It starts here, ends here. See? It's facts. And now we got Avisham. We're going to have something going on with Avisham. Obviously, we got Celestials in the time. So therefore, we're going to have that backstory that we need from the Celestials. We're going to have that backstory. We're going to have where they came from, how they was aspirin. We need that. We need to see the first universe. All that. We need to see the rebellion from Avisham. Everything. Obviously, they're not going to do it how you know, how I put it out, but it's going to be similar. Because that's what it was. It was a rebellion. You know what I'm saying? That and Avisham was a thinker. He thought. I'm saying the aspirants didn't think. They had a hive mind. So Avisham really made that move. So I want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see all of this. We got all type of stuff happening, man. Kree scrolls, all that. What's Marvel being a scroll? You know what I'm saying? We got all this stuff going on. We're gonna have different cosmic characters coming in. You know what I'm saying? Just think about Hyperion. He held 2 universes in one hand. He held a universe in each hand. He held universes. Forget about holding planets. He held a universe. You know how big a universe is and how powerful? He held universes in his hand. And you're telling me if this guy's gonna be working for Kane, Kane will have to convince him, man. That's it. And if somebody get the Kane and get past Hyperion, that means they convince Hyperion to side with them. They're not defeating him. I don't see any character right now as far as the Resistance defeating, you know, Hyperion. They got to jump him. Big jump. Okay, so it's a lot going on, man. They said that obviously the Squadron Supreme is like a knockoff for the Justice League, but obviously if they do it, they're not gonna bring in all those characters like so similar. They're gonna bring in, you know, you're gonna bring in different characters. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. That's nothing for them to do. You know what I'm saying? So they doing it up, man. And they getting everything right. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, everybody like, what's going on with the connection? They doing it right in their face. Look at She-Hulk. They connected everything. They even put Dr. Doom situations in that. So it is what it is, man. It's going down, man. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Marvel is moving it. Cosmic Wars, man. This is what it is. It's all going down. It should go back to Malachi, man. In Dark World. That's it. This is where it is. Universes, man. They've been trying to tell you about universes from the beginning. From the beginning. Straight up. And this is what I want to go back to what I was talking about with the Phoenix Force. They're changing Thor's origin story up. Where they're trying to tell you that the Phoenix Force is actually Thor's real mother. That Odin was playing with entity. That he created Thor with the entity. And that's why Thor is so unique. And then on the flip side, I already said that Odin had Hela with Lady Death, another cosmic entity. You know what I'm saying? So it's already lining up for what I was saying as far as Hela and Thor having cosmic entities, mothers. Not he like Frigga wasn't their mother. You know what I'm saying? Frigga wasn't their mother. You know what I'm saying? It was Phoenix Force and Lady Death was the parents of Hela and Thor. Just fanning out and listen, they're gonna go with it. That's why they killed everybody off of Thor. They're gonna go with that. Thor's gonna find out that somebody else is his mother. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's gonna explain everything with Thor. Everything is gonna explain everything. How he's just different. I'm saying he's just different. It's all gonna pan out, man. It's all gonna pan out. This is what it is. This is what it is. And imagine that. The Phoenix Force being Thor's mother. And imagine when we actually get, you know what I'm saying, Jean Grey. You know what I'm saying? And when she got the Phoenix Force. And now the Phoenix Force stores them up. It's gonna be live. We got the mutants. We even seen something where it was about Phase 7. It's like a whole other mutant saga. Whole saga, got everything. Now, I don't know if that's true. I guess I'm gonna look into it, but if that's the case, we got stuff going everywhere. We got the Timeless, we got Mutant Saga, we got all type of stuff coming up. Eternity Wars. I mean, it doesn't. They going everywhere, man. We have a universe, a multiverse on screen. You can't beat this. You can't beat this. None of this. We ain't even see Living Tribunal yet. We seen Statue City, but it had to be still a Star Chamber. That's just probably how I'm saying it's decorated like that. But when we see Living Tribunal, it's gonna be epic. He's gonna be there because obviously he got to defend the multiverse, and people gotta understand first of all about the hierarchy. I mean, if you don't understand right now, that Eternity is number 1 on the board. That he's number 1 on the board. I mean, that's it. Like I've been saying it. We've been saying it in our Cosmic War. You know, obviously we had to get through 2 different people to get Eternity as to be number 1 on the board. We had to get through the one above all thing. We had to, you know, break that down, show you that that's just Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and that they just had to run that just because you could not have an atheist comic back in those days, in the 60s. You had to have a religious presence in the comics, period. You had to. And everybody was religious back then, everybody. So you had to just make that move for that. DC did it too with the presence and everything. But it really was cosmic. It was all cosmic how everything happened. Even in DC, Eternity was number 1 on the board. Because, I mean, if you look at it, you gotta decipher it. It's simple. Living Tribunal is there to protect the multiverse. Who is the multiverse? Eternity. He is the walking embodiment of the multiverse. So therefore, the Living Tribunal was protecting Eternity. That's it. That's it. And you gotta understand that this common sense. This is grown man stuff. Comics are for kids, so they have to put the story there, but decipher it for the grown people to understand it, not the kids. Kids don't understand the story. They don't understand the Marvel stories right now. They're just looking at comics. That's it. But the story is already there. And that story is telling you right there. Everything. Everything. You have to decipher it right there. He is the protector of the multiverse. Who is the multiverse? Eternity. That's it. And now you're talking about the first firmament. Obviously, the first firmament and Eternity was 2 different people. I mean, 2 different beings in the comics. But it's just another version of each other. That's all. It's another version of each other. It's not 2 different people. Because if you look at the situation where, you know, Abishai and them start planting the bombs and blowing everything up, why would the first firmament run? Like, what are you running from? Like, you have ultra power. I mean, they are ants. Like, they are ants to you. It's like you're not running from nobody. So from the fact that they made him run, that shows you that no, I'm saying it's Eternity. They all one version of each other. And we finally got through all that, and that's why we got the part in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where Ego gave him a touch of his power, and he looks up and he says Eternity. And so, you know, obviously the director's trying to tell you something different, but no, that's what it was. Right then and there. They told you right then and there that Eternity was number 1 on the board. And that's that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to follow the story. You follow the story, you can see certain things like that. And you don't have to wait for nobody to tell you, oh yeah, they go over the Eternity War. No, right then and there, I knew that. They made Ego ancestral for a reason. So that they could make the link to Eternity. That's it. He knows that where he came from. He just don't know, you know what I'm saying? He knows who created him. He just don't know anything else. That's it. So it's real. I mean, you just gotta follow the story, man. Follow the story. Obviously, we're gonna have Rocket's backstory. We're doing this root thing. I mean, we're gonna have some backstories here. Obviously, we gotta have something with Drax. He believes his family's dead, and obviously, he might have somebody alive. Okay, so we're gonna deal with everything. But I want them to really get into Star-Lord and ancestral power. We get into that, everything is going in. So obviously we got the multiverse of wars. We're gonna have Kane on Earth in different times. You know what I'm saying, doing different things, not just blowing up universes. He's gonna be going through every different timelines, conquering timelines. He's gonna be doing all types of stuff. He's gonna be stepping, like, you got things out of King Dynasty where they're gonna adapt a lot of that stuff. Where, you know, he was coming to different Earths and not just conquering the Earths without even firing a shot. He was just coming up. Listen, this is what's going on. I know your future, your past, everything. And I'm gonna show you your future. And if y'all don't listen to me or go under my command, this Earth is out of here. I'm saying, so he was stepping to planets like this, stepping to Earths like this, and they was giving up full ownership of the planet and giving it to Cain. And so they're gonna definitely adopt some of those different situations where Cain is gonna straight step the planets and step the Earths and win without even firing a shot, and have the Avengers and everybody just bow down. Facts. You know what I'm saying, so this is where we're going. I mean, we're going with more plot right now. I'm saying the first Copy War 7, we know we just want to get everything out there. You know I'm saying, but this right here, we getting in the mix now. We're going to see what's going on here. We're going to see who's going to die, everything. I'm saying, because it's going to be plenty of deaths. So we're going to have to figure out who's going to die. They're bringing in so many new characters that they're going to have a lot of people to kill. A lot of people to kill now. They're bringing it. They brought all the street characters in. They brought X-Men and mutants in. So obviously they already killed some mutants, Inhuman. You know what I'm saying? They already killed variants already. They need people to kill. So that's why they bringing in all these different characters, everything. Cause they need these characters for us to catch feelings fall in love with, and then they want to kill. That's it. So this is what they want to do, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're moving. I'm saying, this is Secret Wars. Now people gotta understand this. Everybody knows we read it. Feige knows everybody read it. Both of them, they read. We know what's going on. We know how we're in the middle of it. We know who's involved. We know how it ends. We know everything about it. Everything. And Feige knows we know everything. So he is literally trying to change it up so we can be surprised. So we know everything. So if he can surprise us, like, oh snap, that's what it is. He's not going to give you the same Secret War that you read as a child. Like who wants that? Who wants the same Secret War they read? And listen, Feige can do it. He got everybody in. He can do it. He can make a regular Secret War the same way. No, but he didn't want to do that. That's why he went with Kane. That's why he did something different. And so you gotta understand. Let him work. Let him work, man. Because when the finished product is always going to be a great product, and we already understand that. They don't just because they tell you something, they go back in there and fix it and rearrange stuff. They just don't. Everything, not just they're gonna do this. No, they might wake up. Feige might wake up one day and say, no, we're gonna do this, and they go back in there and fix it. The same way they said, Hulk would never heal. His arm would never. All the directors came out. Kevin Feige came out and said, oh yeah, his arm is never gonna heal. He had the gauntlet, and not gonna heal. And look, they went right in there for She-Hulk and healed him. And if you look at that, that's your Easter egg right there. That's your clue. If they healed the Hulk, that means they're definitely doing World War Hulk. That's a fact. That's your clue right there. You gotta look at little things like that, and you will never lose the story. You can always follow the story. So this story is dark versus light. Listen, it's still the light is occupying the dark. The dark been here first. So all these dark beings and stuff like that, they've been here before. And Cestrials knew this when they came to the world. They had to make realms and cut them off of what they were trying to do. They're trying to build planets and do anything like that, but they can't do all that with all these dark beings and dark worlds right there. So they had to literally make cuts send these all these dark deities to different realms, so therefore they could have this realm for their creations. So that's why the creations is always in trouble from the different realms. The different realms will always want to take over what I'm saying? Our realm, because they was put in a whole other realm by the Cestrials. You know what I'm saying? When the Cestrials came and create us, they had to separate them so they can get room to do us. And so it's a drama with that. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole nother drama. And obviously Cain, with the whole universe is being destroyed, they threaten to destroy their whole situation. The void wants them to be destroyed, so obviously they ain't gonna get no help from the void. So they're gonna have enemies with the void, all that. So it's gonna be a situation where it's enemies from everywhere. So this is what it is. This is cosmic war for real. So that's all I want to get out here and put it out there. This is all cosmic war. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And we've been right from the jump. We already knew what time it is. Well, eternity wars, who was who, the cosmic hierarchy. Listen, this is new off comics history, man. We right, we here. You know what I'm saying? And we always gonna be here. The cosmic wars 9 coming out. We ready. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Get yourself together, man. Everybody get together. I'm getting it together. And let's go, man. Top of the top, man. King 2, out of here.